baby. Hello, Bh3. Let's play some chess and burn the Celtics. Yeah, boy. So, I don't know what that was, but we're playing somebody really strong from Azerbaijan, man. So we got our Celtics gear on. I'm an MJ guy and a Bulls fan, but Celtics have always been near the top of my list. Used to like Larry Bird a lot as well. And one of my favorite players, Levon Aronian, he likes the Celtics. I was wearing some Celtics gear at the European Championship, and he noticed it. He's like, "Oh, the Celtics, man." Had a quick talk about the Kyrie Irving trade, and you know he was happy with the Celtics. So that pushed me further along the Celtics bandwagon. But I've always been a Celtics guy. I mean, this is an old jersey. It's not like I'm on a bandwagoner. So okay, this is Fianchetto Grunfeld, very solid line for black, and I tend to play like this for white. Okay, I'll just avoid the trade if he plays bishop h3. Not sure this is really a good idea. I've never seen this because black is not really attacking, so I'm not sure. Okay, we'll see. Maybe in some cases I can even take this. We'll see. It goes e5. I can take or just go here first because I don't mind him taking. And maybe I should have taken first because then he has to react to bishop d4. So my plan is basically after the trade. Yeah, after the trade, I'm hoping that these two pawns are weak and that we can target them. Getting lost in the color here. If I take, no, he doesn't take with the queen because this hangs, so he has to take with the bishop. No, just looks like I have solid control here. Okay, this is hanging c6, among other things. Bishop takes e5, then he mates me. What was I thinking? I can play f3. Maybe he takes this one. But he isn't really threatening anything. Let's say I play rook takes c6. Okay, let's just be greedy. Make him show me. So like take queen takes. I'm still covering this. So if we get mated, we get mated, you know. Okay, rook c8, that makes sense. Okay, but I've got one rook off, but he has some rook c1 ideas that I have to be careful about. F3, can he take this? Pawn takes, bishop takes. That's fairly dangerous. Should I go back to bishop d2 ideas? Bishop d2 takes, queen takes, rook c1, queen takes, bishop takes d4. It's really dangerous. Knight c3. I'm up a pawn, so why not close it up with knight c3? Yeah, well, I like it. It's a little bit dangerous though. Well, more than a little bit. It is dangerous, but I believe I should just have an extra pawn here. And if I can survive the initiative, I should be doing well. I don't think he will take actually. But what can he do though? Maybe rook c4. Then maybe I have knight takes d5. Tricky move. Which could backfire. He goes rook d8. Okay, right now I'm not understanding his play. Oh, Where's the compensation? To go like here. Now he's just defending, so maybe queen e3 next, and then I'm threatening to. Then I'm covering this. Why do you just take it? Or take this. Take a date more. Have some knight e7 ideas, right? Knight f4 is coming next. He might go for some knight g5 f3 ideas. Yeah, that's his only idea, but I'm threatening bishop takes e4 now, knight f6. Maybe I'll show you after the game, knight g5. That's checkmate in one, so we'll take that. Excellent. So let's get the analysis module up. So I have to take a break. Okay, so now we have analysis mode. And yeah, I didn't talk much during the opening moves. They are fairly normal. Black goes for a Grunfeld type setup with c6, which is very solid. So we'll just quickly go through the moves. They are all quite normal. Castles, castle, c6. So this indicates here is sort of a branching point. If black wants to go for a King's Indian setup, he plays d6, but c6, knight c3. You can still go d6. c6 is a line there, but more often than not, when you go through this move order, black is playing d5. And we have this after knight g6 symmetrical position. But white has the move, and I've tended to like this one and play this one. And I feel like, okay, black is really close to equality, but white always gets a slight pull, and especially I like to play these positions when I take on c6. I always play knight a4 here, stopping c5 immediately and eyeing this square for the knight. He played queen c8, which is an idea I haven't had that often played against me. But here, okay, I like to talk in patterns, and once you have a fianchetto bishop and you have somebody wanting to line up and take your bishop, how do I get blue color, blue. This is green. How do I get blue, guys? How do I get blue? I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-die. Okay, whatever. Okay, so yeah, whenever you get this set up, you want the h1 square for the bishop. So this is a well-known pattern in the dragon and the perk, in the many lines. So once he hits you with bishop h3, your rook is out of the line of fire. You play bishop h1, and I felt like this was not a particularly great idea, because when you do this, you want to be attacking, and I feel like compared to like some lines I play in the English, where black plays this, then he's getting some attack with f5, g5, f4. Sometimes the queen is coming over here, etc. But here it seems a little slow, unless he goes for some queen g4, queen here, and then putting the knight on g4. But still, I can always play f3. I think it shouldn't be anything. But anyway, he played knight e4, bishop e3. Now this looks strange, but it is controlling c5, and in most cases black's only logical break is to play e5, and then we immediately challenge the bishop here. He played e5, and I played rook c1. Yeah, I mentioned that taking is probably more logical. And yeah, I also mentioned that in some cases you can take on e4 if you can keep the e4 pawn on the lock and key, because you don't want to allow any shenanigans on this square. But it's a bit anti-positional, but it can be an idea. I played rook c1 now. So like I said, my idea is to put pressure on these guys, control the squares in front. That's standard hanging pawn technique, to control the squares in front. It's a famous game by Rubinstein against this pawn structure where he demonstrates that plan. And now after queen e6, I took on e5. Has to take with the bishop, more or less. I mean, queen takes is risky, then this is falling. So he takes with the bishop, and now I go for this. And now he played an interesting move. Queen to f5. Ah, could he have played queen f6? Okay, it's a bit shallow, the evaluation, but wow, maybe he had a tactical shot here. Maybe this shows that I should have taken on e5. Yeah, queen f5. Why not queen f6? Because I can't take on e5. So if he plays this, I can't play here because I get mated. So I have pressure on d4 immediately in that case. And yeah, I would have to retreat probably. And then he has d4. Or does he? Okay, it gets very hairy. Probably have to take, yeah. And I'm up a pawn, but he has great play here. Yeah, queen g5 even threatens bishop takes g3. So yeah, he missed a chance there. And okay, so this is like, you know, learn from your games. This is a tactic that I hadn't encountered. So now when I get this attack, you know, in the future, I'm aware of this possibility. So this is how you know, try to add to your patterns. This is a typical position that I play. So by playing these Blitz games, don't just play them and leave them. You know, play them and try to find ideas. So here I already learned one idea that I have to watch out for. After queen f5, I went for the greedy. Rook takes c6. He played. I think this was logical because I kind of have to take, which I did. And yeah, I didn't consider taking on a7. That seems just way too greedy, but might be an option. But I like what I did. Knight c3. The thing here is that he might be threatening rook c1 in some cases, because after takes and bishop takes, I can no longer protect this. I might have to play like bishop f3 or something. But that looks really ugly. But okay. I went knight c3. I like that. Played rook d8. And what did I play here? Queen d3. I mean, yeah. Rook d8 isn't threatening in any way. I thought he might try something with rook c4 or bishop takes on rook c4. But it doesn't work. So, but I think you have to try it. You already sacrificed the pawn. You have to prove something, and it looks like it didn't. And after queen d3, it took on d4. I was quite happy with that. And after rook e8, I simply took on d5. And now the idea I mentioned, okay, let's assume that of course, if he plays knight g5, I have some ideas. But okay, I have knight f6 and stuff. But let's assume like a blank move. And there's a standard idea you have to know about here. And okay, again, we have to assume that there's no, let's say the pawn is on g7 or something. Pawn g7, pawn h6, otherwise knight e7 will pick up the queen. But I just want to demonstrate this idea here. You know, this is an idea you have to watch out for in these lines, because it's made here. Now, yet again, there is knight f6. But, you know, just imagine there wasn't. In that case, it would be really hurtful. Okay, I would have knight f4, but there, you know, I just want to demonstrate the idea, something to look out for. Unfortunately, I didn't have to think about any such things, because king f8 walked into mate in 1, which was quite nice, but he was already lost here, I believe. So yeah, relatively straightforward game from a line I know well, which is what tends to happen if you know the lines, know the ideas. It becomes easier, especially in Blitz. So yeah, I hope you picked up something from this one. At least I learned an idea, and I hope you did as well. See you in the next one. Bye bye.